Good morning, Potter's class.
Good morning.
All eyes should be up on the screen. Today we were working on comparing decimals using number lines and inequalities. Can you compare decimals?
Yes.
Where do decimals live? Say again? Look at these three decimals right here. Are they all the same?
Yes.
They are the same because you can always add after the last number of a decimal?
Yes.
Sweet. What does this symbol mean? Say again? And this one means? Remember, this one could be rotated slightly to look like an L for less than, right? Okay. Decimals and inequalities. We were comparing these two numbers. I should be up on the screen still. I should be up on the screen. I don't know what we're doing. We're comparing those two numbers, yes? We're going to take those two numbers and we're going to do what with them? We're going to stack them. So the first number we stacked, we got 10 hundredths, yes? The second number is only 1/10, right?
Yeah.
So in order for us to compare those numbers, we want to add a 0 because it evens out the numbers, yes or no?
Yes.
And if you look at this, do those numbers look like they're the exact same? So when comparing decimals, we had 4 steps here. Step 1 is what? I'll try again. I need everyone to answer my question. Step 1 is to do what? Step 2 is to do what? Step 3 is to... And then we do our last thing, which is... So again, we have these two numbers. It looks like they actually have the same amount of digits, right? We line up our decimal points and we just write the numbers one on top of one another. And then we compared. What do we know about zeros? Are they the same or are they different? What do we know about the decimals? Are they lined up? What's bigger, 2 or 0? Am I done then? Yeah, I can simply say that this number is bigger because 2 is bigger than 0, yes? Are we reading from left to right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Answer my questions. This video is going to go on forever. Are we reading from left to right? Yes. All right, this number right here, so 3 2/10, it only has 2 digits. This number has 4 digits, yes? So when I wrote 3 2/10, I stacked 3 and 99 thousandths underneath it, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to add 2 more zeros because our rules say we want to even the numbers out by adding the zeros, yes?
Yep.
Is my decimal points lined up?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now when I look at this, are 3's the same?
Yes.
What's bigger, 2 or 0?
2.
Do I have my inequality?
Yes.
Next one. Decimals live between what two numbers? 0 and 1. I was going to plot these 3 points on a number line, yes? Okay. As long as I have my number line labeled, it makes it a pretty easy concept. What about this? What did Jillian do here? So we were plotting 1500ths, 3500ths, and 9500ths, right? Okay, but when you look at our number line, you were only given 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and so on, right? What did Jillian do to make it easier, Brennan, to see?
She added zeros to make it in the hundreds.
Yeah, she made these 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, and then can we see where the 15, the 0.15 and the 0.35 and those numbers go?
Yeah.
A little bit easier?
Yeah.
So adding the zeros helped us out?
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing, if we're putting these numbers in order from least to greatest, we got to make sure we read what it's asking us to do, yes?
Yeah.
Least to greatest, smallest to biggest, yeah? So what do we do with these numbers then? We stack them. And what do we notice about the 3's? And then what is the smallest number, 1, 1, 0, or 2? So we'd write this one down first, right? But what's the next smallest between the 1, 1, the 0, and the 2? So these two numbers both have a 1, right? So do we automatically know that this number is now the biggest? Is part of our work just labeling things so we can remember what goes where? Yeah. So once we know this is our biggest, we have to go over one more number. What's bigger, 2 or 0? What's bigger, 2 or 0? What's bigger, 2 or 0? 2. So then we have our next smallest number then because the 0 is smaller than the 2, yeah?
Yeah.
We good?